So there has been a lot of problems revolving around Insomniac's Marvel Wolverine game. Leaks supposedly being canceled due to leaks, the narrative director leaving to work on another game, some encouraging updates, possible new gameplay reveal, as well as release window being slated for 2025. We're going to be talking about all that and then some today. So sleepyheads, unsheath your adamantium claws and let's get to slashing at some new info on the up-and-coming Marvel Wolverine game. 7 months ago or so, Insomniac's game suffered a major ransomware attack that caused a lot of their games to be revealed to the public. Some DLC for Spider-Man 2, as well as a standalone game for a Spider-Verse-esque game. One of the games that we're discussing today that was involved in these slews of leaks were none other than Marvel's Wolverine. Through the hellfire that was the leaks, fans were more eager than ever to see what's come from Insomniac's new game regarding the beloved hero who can run on all fours while hacking and slashing his foes down like a lawnmower. It's gotten to the point where people online will stir up rumors stating that the game was unfortunately canceled alongside the DLC that was supposed to happen for the Spider-Man 2 game. Whether or not Insomniac's canceled its future DLCs due to leaks or just saying that to steer fans' expectations in another direction to surprise us, the same can't be said for Wolverine, as the game has been confirmed to be in the works still, and it's actually closer to being in our hands than we thought. An ex-user posted a tweet asking for some news on the Wolverine game back in May. The tweet stated, "Wolverine news please." Then Insomniac Games responded with, "We'll share news when the time is right. And right now, the time isn't now." And I guess at the time that made sense, With all the leaks that have been shown, I'm positive that Insomniac really wants the game to look as good as possible. Gamers' expectations always skyrocket or decrease when a game is leaked, and depending on how the leak will look, it's always those quote-unquote experts who will trash the thing, even if it's in alpha or beta and not even finished yet. What followed after, just 3 months later, we've gotten some rather concerning updates about the narrative director leaving the development process. Or should I say, concerning what people will make you believe online. Mary Kenny, the associate narrative director for the game at the time, posted on LinkedIn, "Without further ado, it's time to announce my new job. Today was the first day as senior writer at CD Projekt Red, best known for the Witcher series and Cyberpunk 2077. I can't wait to talk about my project. I'm thrilled to be back into the RPGs and my team is talented, welcoming, and flat out cool. Here's to a new adventure." Fans of Insomniac Games seen this as a massive loss for the Wolverine game, and of course more rumors proceeded to rile up. If you ask me, from my speculation, I don't think this is the case, as usually when this type of situation happens, it usually means that their work in a department is done and that they're able to move on to their next endeavor or project. For Mary Kenny, that is The Witcher or the next Cyberpunk game. In an article on Gamer Rant published by Kyle Knight, it stated that the leaker has some good news regarding the game's development. The article states, according to the Twitter user who has previously leaked the recently revealed Project Ethos and new Destiny mobile game, Sony is gearing up to show off some new stuff from Marvel's Wolverine. The leaker admit that they were unable to determine when exactly the new stuff will be shown, but believing it could be before the end of this year, possibly even at the Game Awards, which is set to take place on December 12th. Reading from the actual tweet itself from the leaker, "From my little digging, it looks like Sony is gearing up to show off some new stuff from Marvel's Wolverine. It's hard for me to determine when it'll happen, but I'm guessing it'll be this year, either at the TGA or some announced super secret event." The same could go for the original. Spider-Man originally came out in 2018. Spider-Man 2, if you don't count Miles Morales, was in 2023. That's nearly 5 years in between. How they are handling these different properties at once is beyond me, but if anyone has any information on how Insomniac juggles different games, please feel free to express that in the comment section below. We just went over past events that happened, now we're digging into the new events that just occurred. With these recent events that just happened, here I can see why people would be concerned, but they also should put those concerns to rest. In another article posted by Game Rant published by Miguel Lewis, Marvel's Wolverine is getting a new creative director, as former director Brian Horton is now leading Xbox Perfect Dark. While news from Marvel's Wolverine has been sparse, many rumors suggest that the title will come out in 2025. It has been a long time since it was first revealed in 2021, and some fans believe that there may be development issues behind the scenes, adding fuel to the rumors as key members of the team have moved on from the project. Marvels Wolverine, associate narrative director, recently left Insomniac to join CD Projekt Red, and a few months prior, the art director from the game also left the company to pursue other jobs. The art director departure was treated as a non-alarming news, as many assumed that the game's art direction could have possibly been finalized in the span of several years, just like I said earlier. Now, a new report may cause some concern for fans for the upcoming PS5 exclusive. Further saying, with Brian Horton now moving on to Xbox Perfect Dark, Sony Interactive Entertainment confirmed the game file that Marcus Smith and Mike Daly will be taking over duties on Wolverine's project. The duo previously held creative and game director roles for Insomniac's Ratchet & Clank Rift Apart and also worked on Marvel's Spider-Man. With rumors that Marvel Wolverine is going to be showcased soon, fans are expecting the new members of the creative team to make a lot of interesting contributions to the development. The duo's experience with games such as Spider-Man titles will prove useful in their new roles. Now this new development does make me wonder if we're expecting a 2025 release or not, and how far the recent director progressed into the development of Wolverine. And I'm kind of worried that this will change the pace of the game in terms of story and anything else, but who knows, maybe they're just picking up where Brian Horton left off. Anything can happen, as again, Insomniac has been leaving us in the dark with little to no information on recent events. No one has had any ill will towards one another, it seems, so that's a plus on the development side. And to top it off with the last statement within this article, while no specific reason was given, it was said that the changes to the Wolverine development team were the result of creative decisions surrounding the game. While it's true that it has had little to no news in a span of 4 years, this doesn't necessarily mean development issues from the inside. The changes of key team members could simply be a case of people who had more value to the game's direction, and many consider Ratchet & Clank Rift Apart as one of the most accessible games ever. So hopefully, Daly and Smith can bring the success over to Marvel's Wolverine. And yeah, and there you have it. It also says that art director left, but of course I'm sure the progression of the art direction was finalized, and everything is in alpha or closed beta. With that, we had seen the gameplay leaks. We really don't know how old those footages could have been in the current timestamp of development. Insomniac being quiet is honestly the best move, as gameplay, script leaks, and much more was more than enough news that we shouldn't have got. What are your thoughts on the development of Wolverine? Let your voices be heard in the comment section below. Claw that like button if you enjoyed the video. Subscribe, hit that notification bell to get updates on leaks and other gaming news right here on Sleepy Gamers. Alright, sleepyheads, go to sleep, count your sheep, and catch your Z's. Peace out.